Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Please excuse this. It's 11 o'clock on a Sunday morning, so I kind of just threw my hair up and was like, let's film a video. Because I feel like I've been really slack, like I haven't filmed a video in at least a week. And I keep checking my channel and being like, I need to actually film something and edit it, and I just haven't had the time this week, but here I am. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about my weigh-in and the things that I've been eating. So first of all, I have reached my first goal, which is 10-pound weight loss. So this past week I weighed in, or 2 days ago I weighed in, and I lost 3 pounds. So now that brought me to a 10.5 pound loss, and my first goal was 10 pounds, and now we're on to the next 10 pounds. I decided to approach it that way just because, you know, I have a long journey ahead of me, and so breaking it into 10-pound goals seems very attainable, and it seems to be working for me so far. The other thing I wanted to mention was that I am giving myself a bit of a reward for getting to my 10-pound mark. So I am going to be buying myself a Swell bottle. I don't know if you're familiar with that. I'll put a link somewhere here to show you what that is. Basically it is a water bottle where you can use hot and cold liquids in it, and they're really cute, and they also keep your liquids, your hot liquids, hot for 12 hours and your cold liquids cold for 12 hours. And I think that they also are affiliated with UNICEF for clean drinking water for people in underprivileged countries. So it's a win-win-win in my opinion. So anyway, that is what I'm going to be doing for that. Quick update in terms of working out. Haven't done it. I don't know what is wrong with me. Like I get home from work. I don't get home late, but I get home from work, let's say close to 5, and then I make supper. So then it's like 5:30 or 6, because I mean I make pretty simple suppers, and then I eat it, and then I say to myself, okay, I'm just gonna take a minute and just digest my food. And then it's like 7 o'clock or 7:30, and it's dark here because now it's starting to get dark around 7:30, and I'm like, oh, I just don't want to move from this couch. Like I just want to stay here. So the 2 times I said I'm going to set a goal of 3 exercise thingies a week, it just like has not happened. Like I have to be real with you, it hasn't happened. So I really need to get like serious about that, because I'm on this roll now where I've lost 3 pounds and then 2 pounds the week before, and 2 pounds, like I've been doing like quite well, but that eventually is going to taper off if I don't make up for it with exercise. So let's set a goal of 2 times this week. Like I'm gonna bring it down a little bit, because maybe 3 times is too much. 2 times this week I'm going to work out in some shape or form, and also I'm going to drink more water. So I don't know how to measure that. I don't usually bring a water bottle, but when I get my Swell bottle I will have one. So let's hold it on the water thing for now. But I have been trying to swap out, you know, pop for water wherever I can. So yeah, anyway, definitely been a lot better with that. So 10.5 pound weight loss. Obviously, because I lost 10 pounds or over 10 pounds, I went to Costco and started picking up everything that was 10 pounds. And I was like, oh yeah, like that is pretty heavy. Like, yep, that's heavy. Wow. Pat on the back. And I actually picked up a 10-pound bag of potatoes, and had my boyfriend take a picture of me, because why not? I don't know, I think it's good to do those things, whether it's 5 pounds, 10 pounds, whatever it is. Go and pick it up and just remind yourself, like, that is a lot, and it doesn't seem like much when you feel like maybe you have a long way to go, or you know, obviously it's distributed throughout your body. It's not like in your arms 10 pounds sack of potatoes, but that is how much it weighs. So anyway, yeah, go and do that. I would encourage you to do that if you're, you know, at the beginning of your weight loss, or even if you're not and you're trying to remind yourself of how far that you've come. It's a good way to kind of you know, make yourself feel good about yourself for the things that you've done, the things that you've accomplished. So now I want to get into the food portion. So I'm just going to look at my phone for a second. Okay, so the first thing is the salmon dish. I never used to be into salmon. Like, I don't know, I just wasn't, like, all growing up. I think until the past year when I discovered this, I started getting really into it. But first of all, what I should probably say is I eat everything with like rice. Like, it's usually like protein and rice, like chicken and rice, salmon and rice, beef and rice. Like, I think it's just because the rice is really easy to cook, and so anyway, that's what I do. So this is salmon and rice, but if you live near a Sobeys, they have these packs called seafood steamers, and so you pick the fish that you want. So in my case, I picked a salmon portion, and they put it in this oh, what's it called, parchment paper kind of package. Okay, like it looks like an envelope made out of parchment paper. So they put the salmon piece in that, and then you pick a flavor. So there's like little discs. There's just salted, like butter salted. Then there's garlic and parsley, and a dill flavor as well. So I picked garlic and parsley, and they put the little disc on top of the salmon, and then they seal up the package. And when you get home, you can either microwave it or you can oven bake it. I oven bake it just because I feel like it tastes better cooked in the oven, and it takes about 30 minutes, and it basically, like, the bag puffs up and it cooks in the steam of the bag. It's so good, like, it's so good. And then I just like cook rice on the side and put the salmon over the rice and eat it that way. And the other thing is, because it's being cooked in this like envelope, it's not making any smell, and it's not making a mess, which are like my two most important factors. The next thing is, it's just like something simple. So this is a chicken wrap, I guess. So I bought these wraps, these roasted red pepper wraps from Costco, and I also bought a whole chicken from Costco, and I just cut it up, took the skin off and cut it up. So I put 3 ounces of chicken in the wrap, and I put some tzatziki as my sauce instead of substitute for mayonnaise. Tzatziki's pretty good. And I put 2 tablespoons because that's what the serving size was, at least. This is the tzatziki from Costco. And then I also added some baby spinach, and you can't see it there, but there's like half a slice of cheese as well. Actually looks kind of bare. Like, obviously you could add like whatever other vegetables that you like, but it was so delicious, like, honestly. And I think maybe also because a lot of times for my lunches I have really boring lunch. Like, I just have like regular white bread with chicken sandwich meat and mayonnaise and mustard, and it's like eventually, like, you know, you get tired of it. So I think just the tzatziki, the flavors from the tzatziki and the roasted red pepper wrap, and just everything combined was so delicious, and it was really good in point. I also always bring fresh fruits, so it doesn't matter, you know, what day of the week it is. I take whatever fruits I have in my fridge, strawberries, blueberries, grapes, oranges, whatever they are. I take like 2 or 3 of them, and I rinse them, and I just put them in a Tupperware container. And I find adding that to my lunch, or, you know, maybe if I'm full for my lunch, keeping that as a snack midday, really helps me. Like, I'm never hungry throughout the day, and I think like a big part of that is eating you know, a lot of the fruit. And of course on Weight Watchers, fruit is free, so that's good. So the next meal that I made is ground turkey spaghetti. So basically I just bought extra lean ground turkey from Costco, and I cooked that up with mushrooms. I cooked my spaghetti separately, like I weighed it and everything, cooked it, and then I added some Ragu original pasta sauce. I think it was like half a cup or something that I added. And then so once I had the turkey cooked, I mixed the pasta sauce in and the mushrooms, so all the sauce and the mushrooms and the turkey were all together. And then once the pasta was cooked, I threw that in, and then just mix it all up and put it in the bowl. And then once I had it in the bowl, I added some goat cheese on top, because why not? I'm a cheese lover. So anyway, that was really delicious. Some breakfast options, like In the morning through the week, I've told you before, like breakfast is literally 0% fat-free Greek plain yogurt with a banana, and like that's fine for me through the week. On the weekend, I like to have like bigger breakfasts. So last weekend I just had toast and avocado. So toast, a little bit of tzatziki, and then I sliced up some avocado on top. I used some extra chicken from the chicken I got from Costco that I had shaved off. So I added some chicken on there, and a little bit of salt and pepper, and then I had a tiny bit of balsamic just drizzled on top. I made 2, and then once I made 2, I realized 2 was going to be too much, so I only ended up eating 1 because avocado is quite high. And anyway, I just ate 1 of them, but I definitely could have gone for a second if I wanted. I've started trying to see what I have in my fridge or my cupboards to see what I can make, rather than thinking of like, what do I want and what do I have to go buy. Of course I do that at the beginning of the week when I'm planning, but you know, sometimes I can really lack creativity, so I just like kind of force myself to look in my fridge and look in my cupboards and ask myself, what do I have? You know, what can I kind of create? And you know, sometimes it ends up being like not that fantastic, but sometimes it's really delicious and it's something that I wouldn't have otherwise, you know, thought of. So I would encourage you to do that. So the last thing I'm going to share with you is a stuffed portobello mushroom. So I just bought these portobello mushrooms at Costco and didn't really know what I was going to do with them. I've never actually made a stuffed mushroom cap. So basically I just gutted it out, which is really easy, washed it really thoroughly, and then I baked it at 425 for 10 minutes before I did anything. And I'm glad that I did that because actually a lot of liquid filled up in the mushroom cap. So I did that, I patted it dry again once it had already been in the oven for 10 minutes. And then I added herb and garlic cream cheese, the whipped kind, which was actually really good because it was easier to get out and to spread in the bottom of the mushroom cap. And then I added baby spinach and a little bit of cheese on top, and I baked it, and it was so delicious. Yeah, so that's basically it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to comment and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!